Hi Trader, Tina here, once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Today is Friday, so TGIF. Considering everything that's going on, I can just only truly hope that you're having at minimum a decent, hopefully a good day. With that said, thank you for stopping by again. I know that there's a gazillion, like there's so much going on out there. The fact that you're even here right now listening to this means a great deal to me and us here at ShortMeTina. So we're gonna just jump in because essentially this is more of the same. If you listen to the video that I did yesterday, Thursday, this is not going to deviate too much from that. So I'm going to keep it really short and sweet. And if you need any fillers, make sure you check out that video that I did yesterday. So as usual, I'm going to kick it off with the overall market, the SPY, the SPY. SP 500, what you're looking at right now is a daily chart. And we're really focusing, and obviously you want to look at the overall picture, right? Because we're in some pretty uncharted territory. The market at one point was down about over 30%. I want to say 35% from the peak. And so as the market is in free fall, everyone is looking, including myself, we are all looking for the bottom. Where's the bottom? Where's the bottom? Although they say it's not good to try to pick the bottom, we do it anyway. Where's the bottom? Where's the bottom? Where's the bottom? Anyway, so far the bottom that has been placed, and it was placed this week, was 218.26. Compared to what we've seen in the markets, let's say the 3 weeks prior, this week for the most part, 100% we can say has been relatively contained. We were up about, with the closing price of 254, we were up about 11% this week, 11% this week. Again, a stark contrast to that 30 to 35% decline that we had seen from the peak to the low of 218. So in the video that I did yesterday, considering that we were up, again, we tempered some today, right? If we went yesterday, we were up something like 15% in the SPY. I think in the Dow, we were up about 20% on the weekend. I said that's too much, too fast, expecting a pullback heading into today and potentially next week. And that's kind of what happened. It didn't look like that at the beginning of the day. So let's switch to the hourly. You can see here, if this will move at some point. What is it doing? What is it doing? What is it doing? I'm going to pause. Oh, here it is. I don't need to pause. So let me reset here. You can see for the majority of the day, we were actually, we trended sideways and then we started to trend up. And in the last hour, you can see the selling came in with volume. We closed at the hourly lows of around, well, the low clocked in at 252.55. We closed relatively close to there. I think we closed at 254, like I stated before. So it looks like that pullback is underway. Does that mean that right now we all just jump in and pile on and short? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We don't want to do that. I do not know why this is taking so long to load. It's crazy. But anyway, so again, yesterday I said, well, the fact that we were up at that time on the week around 15%, it was too fast, too soon. I was expecting a pullback. I was looking to short. The market pulled back today. We were off north of 3%. What I said yesterday and what I'm paying attention to is, did we put in the low? Same question I asked at the beginning. Did we put in a low? In my opinion, what I would like to see is a retest of that 218 low. If we can retest that and hold, I'll say, you know what? The bulls are there and they're defending that 218 territory. That's why I want the retest. I want to see, was it just, buyers rushing in so they, FOMO so they don't miss out? Or is that a real territory that we're going to defend? And while this continues to load, it's not loading. So we're just going to cut it with the SPY and I'll move on because it's not loading for whatever reason. But that's what I'm paying attention to, expecting a market pullback because I think for the recovery to be relatively healthy, again, this is technical, not talking about fundamental and what's going on out there. But from the technical picture, it would be nice for us to, at minimum, retest 218. I think even in a scenario where we touch that 200 to 210 area. So remember back into, and I'm sorry that you cannot see. You know what? Let me try to get this. It makes sense for you to look at the picture. Hold on. All right, so I figured out why it wasn't loading. I got kicked off. Has anyone been experiencing that the last week or two? I've just been getting knocked off of my internet. Anyway, so it would be good. Obviously, we want to revisit that 218 lows, but it would be even great if we can get back to this area here that we were in 2014 to 2016, that 200 to 210 area. Not that far from it. So if we can just kind of bounce there, trade sideways. And what does trading sideways look like? It looks something like this. I'm going to highlight it here and then I'm going to go. It looks something like what we're seeing. Oh, what is that? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm all over the place today. Bear with me. It looks something like here. Where it's just kind of trading sideways, right? So if after we collapsed, we traded sideways and then started trending up, for me, 100% I'd buy that. All right. Hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, comment in the comment section, or perhaps listen to the video that I did yesterday, may offer up a bit more clarity. What else? All right, and then we have Boeing. Remember what I said, overall markets first, individual stocks second. So the fact that I was expecting a pullback in the markets, I said the chances are there's going to be a pullback in stocks like Boeing. Go to the weekly, you'll see here, we closed at 162, up 70% on the week. But yesterday when we had that rally, Boeing was up a whopping, I want to say over 90% just in 1 week. 90% just in 1 week. And I said this was like a prime short candidate. Look what happened today. Oh man, I think I got kicked off again. I hope not. I'll be back. Oh man, truly embarrassing, but the show goes on. Anyway, so let's go to the daily here, and you can see that we definitely had that pullback to the tune of 10%. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, closed at 162. Shoulda went short yesterday. I didn't because I'm not impulsive. I don't like to rush into things. I still think that Boeing is gonna set you up for another short. So I missed that 10% pullback, but on the right track, right? I expected the markets to pull back today, expected Boeing to pull back. Boeing did pull back. What else do we have? All right, we had Tilray. Okay, so disclaimer, disclosure, trade that we took in the premium member community, identified this as a potential runner when it was trading around $2 or like low to mid twos. Identified this as a potential runner, told my members, you know what, I think this thing can at least double, get to 4 or 5. It did. Then I told everyone that signed up to my free newsletter, I was like, hey, I think this thing can actually go to 6 when it was at 3. That happened. And yesterday I said, you know what, the way this thing is going, it could potentially get to resistance of 14. Did that happen today? No, it didn't. We got to 1060, but still, considering we closed at 790 yesterday, from 790 to 1060, that's still about 3 points worth of upside. And so what did I say to pay attention to? I said you always want to pay attention with these types of stocks, how the stock closes and how it opens up, right? So we closed at 790. I said for things to get going today, it needs to open up above 790. And what happened? It opened up today at 9. That should have told you right off the bat that this might have a little steam left in it, and that's exactly what happened. Hit a high of 1060 to pull back at 910. I do not know what's going on in after hours. So just based on this, not necessarily the best candle, just based on this, you definitely want to once again pay attention to how the stock opens up on trading on Monday. If it opens up below 910, this closing price, not a good sign. If we take out today's low of 850, definitely not a good sign. But if we can kind of like trade above 910, we have a real shot, again, in my opinion, at hitting $14. All right, so let's round it out there. Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of that video, do 3 things for me. Just really three things for me. 1, comment in the comment section, like the video if you enjoyed it. 2, I do videos daily. Make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina. And the last thing is, right now, what we're doing on our website is hosting a free 14-day trading course. So essentially detailing a lot of things that I've learned trading the stock market for the last 20 years. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely head on over to our website, ShortMeTina.com. Sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Not tomorrow. What am I saying? Tomorrow's Saturday. Talk to you on Monday. Enjoy your